Hello all, welcome back to Dragons Please. I know I haven't posted in a while, but like my senior year of high school came around and I kind of got busy, even though I started posting in the middle of summer after my junior year, and I just didn't post anything after those two videos. My bad. I've tried to record something, but I just never finished. And that's what I call a bad work ethic. But hey, I've come to you all to ask for your forgiveness because I'm going to be reading a short story I wrote called A Candle in the Snow. Thank you. The island air was arid and biting, as it was for so much of the year. The cloud cover was dark and dreary, casting long, dismal shadows across the barren land. There was snow that had piled up for months on end, though the wind kept it from reaching the height of a man. Covered in the snow is a road, and on that road was a man. Walking down the path traveled scarcely, the man trudged through the heavy snow. He was that road's sole traveler most years. He took the same path he traveled every year, the same path he dreaded taking every time he made this trip. His cloak wrapped tightly around the upturned collar of his coat, which was barely protecting him from the cutting winds. As his boots sank into the snow, his hood cast long shadows over his scarred face, hair fallen far enough to escape the thick furs, though even that didn't stop the shine of the sulfur that escaped from behind his pupils to color his irises. He finally reached the entrance of the tomb, a place for families and individuals to come and mourn their dead, the dead of the entire village from which this man was born. As he entered this most sacred place, he removed his outer layers and placed them neatly at the old, dark doorway. He began to make his way deeper into the structure, though his goal was not quite as deep as he wished it was. Any reason that he could make up to not return would have been welcomed, even if he wouldn't have used it. It's not as though he was forced to return here once a year, but he did, every year, on the same day, at the same time, unending. The walls of the tomb were of basalt, carved into bricks and held up by several pillars carved from the trees in the local area. Each pillar was separated by one section of wall containing 3 graves, each grave carved into the wall, one on the ground level, one in the middle, and one on the top of the wall in each section, on each side of the corridor. Each body was laid in the grave with their most prized possession. Many in these holes had their wedding amulets, jewelry, some with books, some with flowers, some with pets. Couples were placed across the hall from each other. After being placed with their possessions, they were sealed with a large, flat diorite slab. Each floor was lit up by a lantern hung from every pillar. Each hall was taller than a Goliath, not by much. Each room was named for the first person buried in its soil. She was only 4 layers deep. It was far too shallow for such a horrid woman. Each flight of stairs felt that the snow was piling up. He was beginning to slow, barely able to bring himself down each step, freezing up as if the blizzards of the last months were focused directly on his legs. But as he reached the 4th level, he was greeted by the sight of someone already standing next to the outlet where he was headed next. Standing there was a boy much younger than the man, but they looked nearly identical. The boy's face bore an uncanny resemblance to the man's, or more accurately, the man's mother. His jawline was as sharp, his face as tanned, his eyes. The man finally made himself known, clearing his throat, getting the boy's attention. I'm sorry, sir. Am I blocking your way? The boy spoke. He stepped away from where he had been staring. No, do not worry. I am here to see no one in particular, the man replied. The man finally stepped off the stairs, but he didn't approach the boy. Oh, just an escape from the rest of the world? The boy inquired. He pulled his hand towards his chest, his chest sagging a bit as he relaxed, looking towards the ground before looking back at the man for an answer. Yes, it's not the most glorious escape, but it is quiet here, and I rarely see others. He crossed his arms and took a few steps closer, barely out of arm's reach. It's my first time coming here in many years. I haven't seen this place since before the revolution. He looked away again, raising his shoulders when thinking about the last time he came, his arms feeling limp when he mentions the war. So long ago. Who is it that you're here to see? The man asked. I'm here to see my mother. She died not but a few years ago. She was not the greatest parent one could be, but she's still the one who birthed me. I need to show some respect, the boy replied. He looked up at the man. And his eyes caught the man's own. They weren't the same golden hue, but they weren't exactly opposite. They held the color of amber and almost gold. The man took a deep breath in. What is the name of your mother? He was almost shivering, not from the cold, but instead as the fear of one name, the only one wrong answer this boy could give. Adeline was her name, the boy answered, looking down at the stone floor. The one wrong answer. The man just froze, running through his mind. That was his mother's name. This boy had his mother's face. This boy was at his mother's grave. This boy was his brother. Seconds felt like hours as he realized that his mother had likely subjected this boy to the same tortures as himself, and it felt like an eternity before he finally asked, "What is your name?" The boy looked up at the man and answered in a much quieter voice, like he had reached almost the same conclusion. Kalrenith. My name is Kalrenith, sir. The man approached the boy. I am Grandmaster of the Order of War. You would know me as Nodalaes. But Nodalaes has never been my name. Kalrenith, I was born to a woman who did not name me. My father could never name me, lest he incur my mother's wrath. I was not given the title Nodalaes, Knight of Infinity, until I was much, much older. It was given to me by Hector. Who is your mother, General? Nodalaes looked Kalrenith in his eyes. It was Atalin. We are brothers. You are, brothers? Overseer above, I'm related to the Knight of Infinity? Kalrenith sounded almost excited, more so in the latter part of his sentence, almost forgetting the location they were in. Through our mother, Nodalaes released into the cold air, euthanizing any energy in the chamber. Her grave was a middle grave. Her diorite slab had her name carved into it, and under her name were more symbols, showing that she was survived by her husband and one son. Kalrenith stared at it. Minutes passed in silence, the only sound being the breathing of the two brothers. Finally, after what felt like hours, Kalrenith finally spoke. She thought you were dead. She mentioned my older brother once in one of her drunken stupors. She said that her former husband had tried to take you away, and that when you came back, you ran away. She just assumed you had died. My father died, Nodalaes said flatly, and the silence returned. He died when I was 12. He finally managed to get away from that woman. I went with him barely a month later, and he died. I had to return to my mother. I managed to stay for another 4 years. She treated me worse than ever. When she married your father, I ran away. Found Hector, and the rest is history. I'm so sorry, Nodalaes. Kalrenith placed his arm on Nodalaes' shoulder. Don't be. You are not our mother. You are your own man. I am my own man. Kalrenith stood in the silence for a second, looking around. A look that showed he was deep in thought. Do you have a knife? Nodalaes tilted his head, but still produced a knife from his belt. Kalrenith opened one of his belt pouches and pulled his own knife from the pocket before placing it in Nodalaes' hand. You have something of mine. I have something of yours. It has been nice to meet you, brother. Kalrenith held out his hand. It has been nice to meet you too, brother. Nodalaes grabbed Kalrenith's arm and squeezed. I should get going. I have duties to get to. Goodbye, Kalrenith. Nodalaes let go. Goodbye, Nodalaes. Kalrenith watched as Nodalaes turned and began making the trip up the stairwell back to the surface. He turned and looked back at his mother's grave before grabbing his things. Nodalaes was gone before Kalrenith had reached the surface, disappearing into the wilderness, where a blizzard had begun again. It was going to be a cold year. The Night of Infinity had left as quickly as he had come, but as the doors open, Kalrenith sees something outside on the ground. A small gift Nodalaes must have left. As a gift to the dead, maybe for helping him find his brother, maybe for helping him let go. No one would or could know besides the man himself. A singular candle in the stone. Yippee! I love writing. It's genuinely is one of my favorite activities besides drawing, and I'm not the best writer, at least I wouldn't say I am, but you know, it's fun. I do like writing. This is my first true story that I've ever written, and you know, it has been incredibly special to me so far. I've sent it to quite a few people within my own personal circle, and now I'm going to share it to the wider world. It's quite late, but for me at least, so I gotta wrap this up. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you've had a wonderful day.